Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out painting videos on YouTube. Now, before we get started with today's video, I would like to say thank you so much to the people who have subscribed to my channel. Your support really means a lot to me. Now, without further ado, let's get started. This is the first one I'm doing. I'm going to put tape on the surface, and then putting lighter colors at the bottom and then the darker colors, and then sponging them together. Alright, I'm gonna go do that. So the reason why I am using a sketchbook instead of a canvas is because we don't have very many canvases, and all we have is the big ones right now. So I just prefer using these if I'm testing out stuff or just normally. So I have this makeup sponge. I hope this works. I didn't have a normal sponge, so hopefully that will work out. Some masking tape and some acrylic paint. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward putting the tape on the sheet. I finished taping it, and this is what it looks like. The reason why I didn't put this in the fast forward is because I just realized that it will be easier to do whenever they're smaller than bigger, so I just went ahead and put that on. So I'm going to fast forward putting all the paint on. It doesn't start drying, I'm gonna go ahead and dab it. Oh my gosh, it's working! This is so cool. Alright, and then I'm gonna do rest of them. And I'm going to fast forward them. Through this way and wash my hands. It would be better to have multiple sponges. I kind of thought about that in the middle of it, but this is all I was going to use. So I'm going to untape it in just a minute. I'll be back once I wash my hands and throw this away. And I hope the tape doesn't rip the page. It has in the past, but it was different tape. But even if it does, it's okay. And I'm going to fast forward taking all the tape off. Maybe halfway done, maybe less. And this is what it looks like so far. I thought I would show you guys a little bit of it. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward now because I have to deal with that issue. Advice. If you're gonna do this, make sure you do it on a canvas, because not only did it rip it, but it started ripping the whole page. So I'm going to use some paint pens and some tape to fix this up. Everything, and it looks really cool. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate it a 10 because it is really cool and it works. But with me, it didn't work as well because I did it on paper. I knew it would rip, but I didn't think it would rip this bad. But overall, it still looks kind of abstracty, especially right here. And so I think it's really cool. So I will be back to you in just a couple of maybe hours or something whenever this has dried, because I'm going to do the next one on the next page. So this is the next one. I'm going to attempt to do this, and I don't know how well this will work. I'm gonna try it. By the way, the other one has dried. Alright, so I'm going to go try to do that. If you're wondering what this is over here, this is the other painting, and I'm holding it up to dry like this. But it's been about an hour, so it's pretty dry. I also blow dried it, but it's pretty thick, so it didn't dry completely. And I have 3 colors. I have a purple, a pink, and a blue. So I'm going to fast forward doing it all. The moment of truth to see if it works. I really hope it does, because otherwise it may get all over the place. Oh, I'm gonna need more paint. Yeah, I'm gonna put more paint on it, and I will be back. Purple paint now. So this won't look exactly like it, but hopefully it will look similar. Oh yeah, it's already going off the side. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, okay. All right, so I don't think this really works. I'm gonna take this paper towel, put it over here, but I'm going to still try a little longer. Oh yeah, this, I don't think it's gonna work. Nope. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to clean this up and I'll be back. What I ended up doing with it, I just took a paintbrush and just kind of moved it around and everything. So I'm going to, this is what I did, this is what I ended up with. I'm going to clean up the mess and be back with you. I have now cleaned up the mess, and that did not work. I mean, I may have just done it the wrong way. I may have had the wrong paint. I may have had the wrong lid. But it didn't work for me. I mean, I don't really know why. I did everything they said in the video. But this is actually really cool what it came out with. It definitely has a lot of paint and will take a really long time to dry. But I'm really glad that I figured out how to do this because it's really cool. So I would rate it from 1 to 10, a 6. The reason why I'm giving it such a high number, even though it didn't work, is because it might work for someone. I may have had the wrong things or something. And I came up with this really cool abstract paint thing. So it will take, like I said, it will take a really long time to dry. So I'm going to blow dry it, and it may go kind of crazy. The pages right along here did get dyed pink and purple, but that's okay. I just hope they don't stick. That's the one thing I hope that doesn't happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry this. I'm going to leave this painting to dry overnight because I did blow dry it more than you saw in the fast forward video, but this will take a really long time to dry, and it's actually gotten pretty late. So like I said, I'm gonna leave this overnight to dry, and the videos I got for these things I will leave in the description down below. And tomorrow I will actually do one more, so it will be 3, the total. So please comment on the discussion page if you tried this and it worked. Bye, see you tomorrow. It's the next day, and this one has dried. This one has not. You can go to the back and see where it has dried. It's barely dried. So I'm gonna use the blow dryer. I dabbed it and everything, and I even got some over here. I'll go ahead and wipe that up. So I'm going to blow dry it, and hopefully that will dry. Get started with blow drying. Let me just say that my guinea pig Abby is right beside me. So if you ever hear ruckus, that is her. And her name is Abby. I blow dried it longer than you saw in the fast forward video. And now I set it up right here with this little jar. but I don't know how well this is gonna turn out. It's really wet still, and I blow dried it for a really long time. And it ruined lots of pages behind it, so I had to rip out like maybe 3 or 4 pages out of my paint book. It also colored the pages pink and purple. So I would not recommend doing that. So I'm going to leave this and do the next painting thing. When I'm going to attempt, I have put hot glue. I know people say it's not going to put hot glue on paper, but I have before and it worked. It did not burn the paper, so I'm going to attempt to draw something with the hot glue and then color it and then let the hot glue dry and then color it in with some paint. So I have it all ready. I have my glue gun right here. I'm going to take this off so I don't get anything on it. And I have taken the book, and the whole book is under this paper towel. You can't really see it, but it's under a paper towel right over there. And so now I am going to fast forward, going to try to draw a picture. So far it is working, but it's really hard. Like, that's why I don't think I'm very good with glue guns. That's why there's like a huge piece of glue there and good glue there. And I'm still working on the last one. I'm just waiting for the glue to melt a little more. I just finished all the flowers. I really tried. The glue gun is really hard to do with that, just because it's really hot and it's just really hard in general. So that's why it doesn't look as good as theirs did, but it still looks okay. And it has not melted the paper underneath. Like, I just finished that one, so underneath it's just warm, but underneath, like this one that I did first, it's like good. Like, it didn't burn through. So I'm really excited to paint in the little flowers. So my glue gun dries really quickly, so it's about time for me to paint this one. It's pretty good. And this was really fun. I'm definitely going to do this again really soon. So I'm going to fast forward painting this flower and rest of them. Final result, I would rate it a 10 out of 10 because it works. Just, I think it's my fault that it got thick in some places. It's definitely not the video's fault. It's definitely my fault. So I would rate it a 10 out of 10. So you can comment on the discussion page. If I can get this paper towel out. Oh gosh, it was stuck. So this painting, like I said, do not do it. That ugly thing behind it, right there, is how much it hasn't dropped. So please comment on the discussion page which one is your favorite, the first, the second, or the third. I would say my favorite was probably the first one because it came out really pretty. Even though I had some mishaps with the tearing, it came out really pretty, and it didn't take forever to dry, and it didn't get kind of crazy looking. So I would definitely say my favorite was the first one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my channel. Stay safe. Bye.